Well, that was really something special. Thank you a lot. Very engaging. Thank you. I just wanted to say a few housekeeping notes, and then we're going to check out something that's been with Pause from the very beginnings, and it's one of the things that I really, really like, motion responses. They are worldwide initiatives for super creative people to collaborate on projects. If you haven't, please go and check out Envitalize Envato Hub. It's in Beer Deluxe. There's a lot of things you can do. They can do for you as well. They will be there until Saturday. Tomorrow we are very excited. We are kicking off with a Startup Expo. Australia Post is delivering some amazing startups in the atrium area just as you walk out from this room. I also thought, I hope you checked out and played with Oracle's racetrack as well. They will be here for another few days. And tonight, after all this, so just to keep you awake for a few more hours, there's an opening party at Envato's headquarters, 121 King Street, and we have prepared a treat for you guys. It's going to be a very special night with all this amazing food and drinks from a local producers. So I can't wait for that one. But before that, I want to introduce Mariana Acuna. Mariana is a creative manager at the Foundry, where she specializes in virtual reality post-production workflows, from capture process to editing and playback. She has been working in the entertainment industry since 2003. She worked as a VFX supervisor, a senior compositor in multiple features films across different studios in Los Angeles.
Sí. Thank you.
I'll be here as well, and because it is our 5th anniversary, we prepared this little video. Mariana didn't know, but I wanted to surprise her. She doesn't even know what it looks like.
No.
No one knows.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
So we were so stoked that Matthew helped us create this video. It's 60 seconds.
Oh, is it? Oh.
5 years packed in 60 seconds.
Oh, I want to.
Let's see this
from there
first. I have to say I'm very proud of this. This is something really special. And for those of you who don't know what the motion responses are, Mariana's going to tell you something about. I'm very proud that Mariana and her company, the Foundry, have been supporting us for the 3 years. She's been flying from LA to Melbourne for the last 3 years. That's something. And yeah, Mariana, if you don't mind just explaining to people what the motion responses are and what was your and the Foundry's connection to this side of the festival.
To this side of the festival. Thank you, George, for the introduction. And so for all of you guys that don't know what motion responses are, is basically one of the most prestigious parts of the festival. They're animations done by 10 studios that we pick, 10 studios that we pick to do them. And basically, there is just one, the brief is the, pardon the pun, but the briefest brief you will ever get, because you can be as creative as you want, as long as you put in there the theme of the festival, which this year is Discover Your Future Self. And so I was in Melbourne 3 years ago. That's when I met George and knew about whole Pause Festival. And I knew right away that I needed to get the Foundry involved in the motion responses. And so for anyone in the audience that don't know what the Foundry is, we're a software company, and we basically make amazing software for creative people. So specifically, we make tools for artists to create amazing content, exactly like the motion responses, which is exactly what I knew we needed to be involved in it. And I'm absolutely so proud that the Foundry has been a sponsor 3 years in a row now, because we've been able to see how Pause has grown so organically in the past 3 years, and not just in the amount of speakers, but just in the quality of the content. And if you told me 3 years ago that I was going to be presenting the motion responses at Deakin Edge, I would have said, oh my God, no way. But here we are, which is fantastic. So thank you, George, for giving us the opportunity to be here. And so also, if you want, for the motion responses, if you wanted to use the Foundry software, we're all about playing well with others. So you could choose to opt in or opt out of using the software. And luckily, like mostly every year, people do, because we make great tools, yay. And so it's the opening titles of the festival, which I think were played at some point.
They were played, but also it's worth mentioning that today, yes, we got Apple's approval, so you can download the app of opening titles on your iPhones and your Androids, and you can view them in a VR cardboard, which will be given away, or it is already being given away around, but definitely at the event that Mariana is going to have tomorrow.
And I'll bring some tonight for the opening party as well.
That's pretty awesome.
And so the opening titles were now done this year in virtual reality by Ingenuity Studios.
Is
in
that
LA.
a world's first opening titles in virtual reality? I haven't seen before. I think we are the world's first. Yeah, there you go.
Well, the world's first.
Thanks, Grant.
And the creative director that made them is right here, yay. So you've seen them on the screen, so if you think they look raw or why does it look like a game, well, it's not meant to be, be seen on a screen. It's meant to be in a virtual reality environment, so that's why. So hopefully you'll be able to view them. But where I was going with this is the theme of the festival is Discover Your Future Self. So where will we be 5 years from now? Well, I definitely have no idea, because if I did, I'd go buy a lottery ticket right now. But I don't. But the thing that now, the opening titles for Pause are being done in virtual reality. And just to think of what I do know is going to happen 5 years from now is that we're going to find new ways of disrupting what we thought was what could never be disrupted. We're going to find new ways of creating content. We're going to find new technologies to create that content. And for sure, we're going to find new ways of mesmerizing audiences with this content. So without further ado, I want to show you this year's 2016 motion responses, Discover Your Future Self.
Please roll the video.
Hello, this is Matt. Bonjour tout le monde, hello everybody, my name is Cyril. I'm designer and filmmaker and I'm living in Paris. I'm truly happy and honored to participate to Postfest 2016 for the motion response. And about the theme, I was wondering, what if your future yourself can come back from the future to advise you and tell you something like, I tried this, I make those choices and everything turned pretty bad for me, so for us. Please do something else. This story looks like sci-fi, but I wanted to talk about anticipation and learning to know yourself. Thank you everybody, thank you Postfest. I sincerely hope you will like this video. Au revoir.
Hi, my name is Brett Morris and I'm a motion designer originally from Sydney, now living in Los Angeles.
And I'm Steve Panicara. I'm a motion designer originally from Detroit, also living in Los Angeles.
And our concept for this year's Postfest is it's stark, erratic, and a little unpredictable. And so discovering your future self is an unpredictable path. And so we wanted to, find the beauty in that path and hopefully bring something really visually impactful.
Yeah, and overall it was just a great collaboration. It was a lot of fun just getting to, just be creative and do our thing, and yeah, I really hope you enjoy it.
Please enjoy.
Oh hey there, this is Cam from Dirty Puppet. We're a small animation studio based in Collingwood and we're really excited to be involved with PauseFest this year. We hope you enjoy our little film which quite literally follows the theme of Discover Your Future Self. Our goal was to create a character-focused piece and not take things too seriously. After eating a hot dog, our little character finds a tiny version of himself lodged within his teeth. They immediately form a loving bond as the tiny man leads them on a playful adventure of discovery. We hope you enjoy our little film and we're really honoured to be involved with PauseFest this year and have our work shown alongside such talented studios and artists. Thanks for having us PauseFest and hope you enjoy the animation. See ya!
Hello PauseFest, I'm Ryan Rafferty-Phelan, one of the motion designers at Territory. Firstly, I'd just like to thank George and the team at Pause for inviting us to participate in this year's motion responses, and the Foundry and Maxon for sponsoring. It's been a great opportunity for us to create and explore and try some new things at Territory. Transcendence is really an abstract editorial sequence based on the concept of being reborn into a synthetic version of our human selves. We had loads of fun making this, so thanks again, and I really hope you enjoy watching.
We are rolling.
Hello, we're Method. I'm Simon.
Sava.
That's Pat. We really enjoyed doing our motion response and looking forward to a good Pause Fest 2016.
We're going to show you something.
We just want you to watch this and give us your first impression.
Are you putting it on the big screen?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
No idea. I don't know what they're trying to make me buy, though. I think I want to have more labels on it if I'm going to have this as an ad. It must be Yarra Trams, outer space stuff, swimming pool love. I think he's going to trip, or his underpants are too tight. That looks naughty to me. And I thought, I remember that bit, I thought that was going to be a glass of lovely Chardonnay or something.
Can you say to camera, this motion response is for Pause Fest, made by Pixel.
This is an emotional response made by Pixel.
For pause.
Who?
I think that's it. That's the 9 animations that we had submitted from amazing people all over the world. We're pretty happy that they did submit this amazing content. Every year is mind-blowing. And even the content from the first year, we still receive emails saying people are still inspired, and even 5 years after, that's one of their inspirational pieces. I really have to say that, yeah, this year was
very hard.
It was very hard.
It was very hard.
It was very, very, very good, but also it was the first year that well, actually, Vimeo selected a couple of these pieces as the staff picks, and that never happened before. And what that means is that in 3 days, one of these videos got 100,000 views. And that's something really interesting and very important for us and the creators, and it's really good that they get exposure, and Aaron gets exposure, and people get excited and inspired. And two of those videos are Crave FX and Pixel. And as a matter of fact, we have Crave FX in the house. They're from Singapore. They flew all the way down here to be with us. And I would love to invite Peggy to come to the stage. Peggy? Yes. I'm gonna pass the mic, but that video with the endless loop and kind of all these characters just going around in circles was the first video that we put out there, and Aaron just completely flipped. And Peggy, would you just mind telling us a little bit about the process and how you came up with it?
Hi, thanks, George. Well, we started. How we started to look. We started to do the animation. Like, we just pick any random characters. We just do any sort of brainstorming, pretty much. So we just came out with the most really wacky characters that we could come up with. Just do loop animation. So we had a start and the end animation, so we know what's the first loop animation and what's the last. So we just try our best to fill everything in between. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, congratulations. You've done a very, very good job,
Amazing job.
For it.
Yeah.
And thanks for coming down to Pause to be with us. Please enjoy the rest of it. I just wanted to say thank you again for all your efforts, you guys. I mean, I have to mention this. This is a 6-month sort of love job. And companies all over the world, they partner with their sound designers or whoever they want to work with, and they create this in their own sort of time. There is no particular brief, but just to answer the theme. And so this becomes really a love project and really is super meaningful to everyone involved. And it's such an honor to have Crave FX with us here, and also Vimeo to recognize that creativity. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Say something else? No. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, baby.
Well, I think Foundry has some news to say.
I do. Oh, I have a microphone. And just to point on what George was saying, what we always try to do with the motion responses as well is just, it's amazing to see, like, it's just not just the local talent in Australia, but also just engaging the worldwide motion community. So it's great to see people from London, Singapore, like just
New York
City, just
Paris,
all over the Paris.
Ballarat.
Where?
Ballarat.
Ballarat, exactly. So we always choose one winner, and I actually, this time around, I had 2 other awesome judges with me. Nick Fredin from CG Spectrum, which is like, if anybody knows what Gnomon is the Gnomon of Australia. It's going to be better, even better. It's an online school for compositing and visual effects. And I also have Grant Miller, who's the creative director of Ingenuity Studios in Los Angeles. He's the one that did the opening titles in virtual reality. So between the 3 of us, what we always, we judge based on creativity, technical abilities, but most important, since it's very rare that as a studio or as a freelancer, you're actually able to just do whatever you want and be your own client, The only thing that we ask for is that you stick to the theme of the festival as much as possible. So those are the 3 things that we judge based on. And to the winner, we give a full commercial production collective. So that is a lenses of Nuke Studio with Nuke X for the people in the industry. It's a compositing software, Modo 3D software, and Mari for 3D texture painting. And so without a doubt, this year's winner is Pixel.
Well done, Pixel. Is Pixel in the house?
Here?
Luke?
He should
John?
be in the house. He's not.
No.
Boo.
Okay.
He loses. And we have
Pick
one more.
another one.
Pick another one. Exactly. So we have one more winner. But how are we gonna do that?
Oh,
The
I think
People's Choice Award.
People's Choice Award. I'm not sure.
Via
like,
Twitter? How do we do it?
yeah,
we
maybe-
didn't plan this too well, as you can see.
We didn't
It's
plan it well, but
pretty ad
we'll
hoc.
still give award. And award is Wacom Intuos tablet, and we wanted to actually get you guys to vote for it, so you could
What do we do? Via Twitter?
do it on Twitter.
Twitter, okay, so-
You'd have to go and find it on Vimeo. So if you go to vimeo.com/pausefest, you'll see all the videos there, and you can just tweet which one you like.
Yeah, tweet which one you like. You can also do at the Foundry team or at PausFest.
At PausFest.
And just tweet whichever one's your favorite, because if you don't, then we'll choose the second winner for the Wacom tablet. So hopefully you're inspired, and since you're all with the phones already, you can just tweet. Yeah? Everyone's like, yeah, sure. Well, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.